You can pray, you can drink, you can wait on the rain. Either way, it's gonna burn.
Are we rolling? Oh, great. Well, welcome back. Huh?
Welcome back, dude.
Cheers. We're not drinking today. We're actually drinking coffee, which is
Backbone coffee.
Yeah, Backbone.
Thank you, Backbone, for the gear.
New sponsor. Yeah, I got the hat on too. Sounds like a good group
That's
of guys.
good stuff. Yeah, we were just talking about working out. I wanted to talk to you about that BPC 157.
Yeah, what is it?
It's like a peptide. Like I just see the bodybuilders are taking it, so it's probably just some new trial thing. But
Yeah.
you just like put it in your belly or whatever, and it's supposed to like
But it's for weight
supposed to
loss?
help your gut. It's supposed to like heal your joints. So like it probably would help with my back. So like systemically, this is what it does.
Okay.
And so and it also helps you not have an appetite, but gain muscle somehow. So it's almost, but I think it
It
does.
almost sounds too good to be true.
I heard it was like, yeah, isn't it like
Sounds
used for
so good to be
recovery?
true. It's mainly for recovery. So essentially, what it does is it just sends growth factors. It's like more blood and growth factors to your whole body.
Okay.
So that's why they can say it does all these things.
I got you. And my big question would be, once you start taking it, do you have to continue to take it forever? Or like,
No.
what happens when you get off of it? Do
You can take it for a week.
I know you take it for a week, 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's not like testosterone or like steroids where you have to
you
like
have
do
to
a
cycle it?
post-cycle.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
This is just like you just do it. You really probably don't want to do it long term.
Yeah.
But like 6 weeks, would be ideal.
So it'd be like a
Get-
booster to like get you started, get you going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I read like some stuff where people were saying like there's just one thing I'm not even going to begin to try to say this, like anhedonia. Oh, I might have nailed it. Anhedonia. And like this dude was saying like he took it and he just like lost his ability to feel pleasure.
Oh gosh.
I'm like, oh God.
Whoa.
That's a risky one. He's like, yeah, I just drink my coffee. I feel nothing. He's like, anytime he would normally get like a dopamine hit, nothing. I'm like, dude, bro, I don't know about that.
Dude, have you seen that guy talking about the phone fast?
Oh, I need
So
to do
fasting, this guy said he took 72 hours off his phone, just, not using a cell phone or any electronic, and it raised his dopamine receptors. And,
Oh, for sure.
I think that would probably be great for us.
that. Should we do one?
We should try it. We could do a darkness retreat like Aaron Rodgers does.
Just go into the woods?
Go camp. Go camp for a weekend.
I'm just
I
like,
say you got to do something like that.
I like to think that
Yeah.
I'm like semi-manly man, but like,
yeah.
there's no way I'd last 3 days just in the woods.
Yeah, I couldn't.
You
I
gotta
need
do
like
like a-
shelter.
Yeah, you got to do like a kayak where you're like hanging up in a hammock or something every night.
Oh, yeah. My brother does a run where my brother and my cousin and a couple of my buddies, they did it for the 10th year this year where they literally put in like somewhere like in Red Bay and they ride all the way to the Tennessee River on just like
Kayaks?
a creek. Yeah, on kayaks. And they just put
cool.
like emus up or enus, whatever they're
Sleep
called.
in the
Sleep
hammocks?
in them, yeah.
See, here's my problem with that is I'm germaphobe, and the first time I have to shit in the woods, I'm going to be done. I'm going to tap out. I just can't do it, dude.
You take toilet paper.
I know, but still, what do you wash your hands with? I guess
also
Germax?
The creek.
You're also not
Yes.
eating
Well,
a
you-
lot.
Yeah, you're probably not eating a lot. And if you are,
I eat a
like
lot. I'm
beef
going to be eating a
jerky.
lot.
It's like
it's like
beef
beef
jerky
jerky,
and stuff.
Pop-Tarts, and Vienna sausage. So, yeah, your shits are going to be nasty.
Oh, man. I'm not a shit in the woods guy.
Here's what I would do. If I was in that situation, I'd just take my pants off and get in the creek.
Oh, just shit in the water?
It's kind of like nature's bidet.
Oh. Never thought
It's
of that.
running water. Just cleanse you as the poo comes.
Yeah.
So as poo hits the cheek, running water hits the cheek and cleans it.
Gosh. Let's
That's
change
the only
subject.
way I'll do a bidet.
Yeah. Dude,
Yeah, well, and I'm definitely not going camping with you now because I'm going to wake up and you're shitting in a waterfall.
yeah, that's no good.
In a waterfall, yeah. The downward water might actually be better.
Dude, we had a bidet in the beach house a year ago. My brother sits down and clicks the woman's version. It sprayed him in the front of the nutsack.
It's got to hurt a
I heard
little
him
bit.
yelling from the bathroom, and I run in there. I ran up to the door, and he's like, dude, it's spraying and it won't stop. Just shooting him right in the dick.
Dude, I will not. I mean, I've been on many a toilets where they have the bidet option,
No.
and dude, I will not hit the button. I mean, I want to. I want to try it out. I'm tired of being so vanilla.
Probably make you feel some type of way,
Yeah,
huh?
but I'm scared of what that bidet might do to me.
Ooh, might open up a different
Might open up a
page.
different pathway, man. I
man.
don't know. Might hit that brain receptor, and then all of a sudden I'm wearing different shit, and I'm doing. I don't know.
Oh,
man.
dude. Oh, man.
Scared of it, but I
Dude.
want a clean butt. I'm in it. If it cleans the butt, I like that.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, fair take.
but I'm scared of what else may come with it. I don't want.
I think if it's one of those like Japanese toilets that's super nice, I might be in on it. But if it's one of these little generic Amazon something they throw in the studio, I'm out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, like the one.
Oh, a Temu bidet. If somebody tells me they got if they told me they got a bidet off Temu, I'm done, man.
I hit the butt blaster option.
The pipe cleaning option.
Oh my God, I'm not doing it, dude.
Oh, dude.
But I think it's a cool idea. But because if you think about it, dude, like wiping with paper, it doesn't make sense.
Not super sanitary.
No,
yeah.
it's disgusting, actually. Water has to be the option.
Yeah.
Like that has to be the only option.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna call the subject change there. I'm getting freaked out. I'm not drunk enough for this. We're drinking coffee today. This isn't it.
Well, some people hit them sober.
I guess they do. Dude, let's talk about what we're going to need a damn bidet after this challenge we're doing this week. Holy
dude,
shit.
are we going to do it?
We're going to have to do it. So I'm sure everybody out there has been watching the non challenge at the baseball games where you drink 9 beers, eat 9 hot dogs during the 9-inning game. It's called the 999. And Bohannon and I will be making our first, I guess it's a vlog. I hate saying that, but a video of us doing it at the.
It ain't going to feel like a vlog.
No, it'll be fun. But we're going to be doing this challenge at the Trash Pandas game. And I think you guys will be impressed with what we can do.
So you got to drink 9 beers in 9 innings. No issue.
Oh, man, I've drank 15 beers in 9 innings. That's easy money.
That is what's making me thinking that it's easy.
Yeah,
But
it's the
them
hot dogs.
Mm-hmm. The bread.
Oh, the processed end of the pig.
I'm going to feel
9
like
of
hell
them.
the next day.
I mean, look, I've had many a days on the golf course where I've had 3 hot dogs and drank plenty of beer.
Over about probably the same time. A little more, but.
Yeah, I think if we now we can do it in 2 ways. Do we just have to finish the 9 and 9 throughout the game, or do you have to do 1 an inning? Because I think 1 an inning would be harder.
I think 1 an inning would be what you would have to do. Like, we need to be like, inning 2, got my glizzy, got my beer, let's go.
That's
Like,
going to be a
and
lot
do
tougher.
updated videos.
Yeah. That's going to be a lot tougher. Okay, we can do that, but I think if you smash 3 hot dogs right off the rip, and then you have your,
I feel like that's cheating.
I guess it is.
Then you're like Joey Chestnut. You're like a shitty Joey Chestnut.
Yeah. I guess you're right. So I guess we'll do 1 an inning. That brings a challenge. We'll have to buy all the beer before the 7th inning, though. They stopped selling after the 7th.
Oh, that's a really good point. But we can
And
still
actually,
get the glizzies.
We can. The challenge is a lot harder now than it was because of the pitch clock. The games are only 2.5 hours now instead of 3.5. So you're really doing it at a sped up pace. Yeah.
We're a year too late to this, aren't we?
Yeah, but it's running around right now. I think we can impress though. We can impress.
I'm excited for that. I think we'll have it. I don't know.
I think we're big guys.
Yeah,
We can do it.
It's not the beers that worry me. It's
No, not at all. I would enjoy the 9 beers.
Yeah.
I'm fired up for the 9
that
beers.
actually sounds pleasant.
Yeah, but the hot dogs. And, dude, here's the problem is if we get there and all they've got are, like, the thick stadium dogs that are almost like brats, that's where the issue will persist.
If they have the stadium dogs and then the 20-ounce beer.
Oh, dude, they probably will only have 20-ounce beers, which still wouldn't be an issue.
Our tab will be crazy, too.
Yeah. Every
Because
beer.
how much...
Well, we're going to a minor league game, so it's not going to be like the big league games. I think it's a lot cheaper at minor
Probably
league
be
games.
$10 a dog.
$10 a dog, probably $10 a beer. Yeah, it might be $180. That'll be worth it.
I'll tell you what I won't do is get to the 8th inning and then not do the 9th. I will force myself through.
Oh, I'll throw
I'm
up.
not going to lose at $160 in.
No. I'll throw up on the concourse before
We can throw up and keep going, probably, right?
Yeah, I guess, but I'm not going to throw up. I don't plan on throwing up. I won't. Yeah.
Well, I might be planning on it to make it.
Oh,
through.
that doesn't count, bro.
Dude,
that
I'll do
can't
9
count.
whiskey drinks and 9. What do you want me to do?
Please, let's do the bad dog spin. You do 9 whiskeys. I'll do
The bad dog special.
the bad dog special. Okay, I'll do 9 whiskeys too. I don't hold my whiskey as well as you do. I hold my beer better, but dude,
Singles, obviously.
yeah, I could. That actually, no, it's easier though. You're not drinking near as much liquid.
And dude, everybody's gonna say too also that there's no whiskey in it. They're like, you're just drinking Coke.
We got to
but
do
they
beer.
can see the beer.
You've got to do beer because it's a lot heavier, and that's the point of the challenge. Is it's so much. You know, the
I
volume.
would never
Yeah.
just drink 9 Cokes.
No,
That is insane.
That's his own kind of challenge.
yeah,
Yeah.
but Coke's. I still to this day believe that Coke is worse than beer. Like drinking a Coca-Cola is worse than drinking a beer. One beer.
I think so.
If you're just having one at night.
Yeah, for sure.
Like if you just drink one,
70 grams of sugar
over
or
10
whatever.
days, if you were going to drink one a day, I think Coca-Cola is way worse than it is, way worse than Michelob Ultra.
I think so. I agree with you there. Like, and then
Yeah.
another thing that's like stupid to drink, which I do like, is like sweet tea. What a waste of calories.
Yeah,
like
it's no
400
good.
calories
Yeah.
just off of a drink.
You know what's funny is I used to love sweet tea as a kid because we were just fed it. We didn't know any better. Our grandparents drank it, our parents drank it, but now, dude, I can't touch it. It's so sweet, it makes
So
me sick.
sweet.
Yeah.
I can still rip one though.
I still want to rip one when I go to a restaurant or something, and I always feel horrible after it.
Yeah,
But I used to be the same. I used to just
I don't have that
drinking
in me.
like 8 sweet teas a day for no reason.
I can't I can't drink anything while I eat other than water. Unless I'm drinking like a beer with a burger or something.
Unless I'm
like,
drinking beer, I'm drinking
yeah, but
coffee
even then, like if
You don't
we're-
drink coffee while you eat?
No, not during breakfast. No, I don't drink coffee at all with food. I do it when I fast every day. You know, I don't eat until 1 o'clock every afternoon.
Something that's crazy is the T-bombs.
Dude, is it poison?
What is it, dude?
What's in it? You've had them. I've never had
I've had a
one.
bunch of them. I got hooked. I'm a recovering T-bomb addict.
What'd you call that one? What was the flavor of that one?
I had to like really like lock in and find myself.
Oh,
Just ripping 2 rocket pops a day.
Rocket Pops?
Yeah.
That just sounds bad.
I'd either
dude.
do a rocket pop or a Captain America, man. I was hooked.
Dude, there's
Something about
no
the red,
way.
white, and blue, man.
There's
It's
no
just
way that's good
patriotic.
for you.
It felt like it was good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're just taking the drug dealer model.
Yeah, I mean they got all the white girls hooked.
Yeah.
Maybe all
Get a
races.
little
I don't
free
know.
one.
I don't know. Are black and Mexican on T-bombs too? You think,
I have no idea.
or is that just a white girl thing?
I have no
I mean,
clue.
around here, mostly only the white girls doing it. But
I'll tell you. I saw a police officer in there the other day.
Just hammering down.
Man, that's
What's
discouraging.
The real question is how much caffeine's in it?
300 milligrams.
See, that's like an energy drink.
It's like
then.
legal meth.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, dude, literally every time you drink them, you get anxiety.
Oh, I bet.
Like I drink it and I'm just like, I'm so anxious about everything all of a sudden.
Well, most of that's the caffeine.
Yeah,
When you drink a
caffeine,
bunch of
and then-
caffeine at once, that you get anxiety, you get sweaty, you get nervous, shaky.
Yeah, I get all that. And then
Yeah.
I think it's like has something to do with that artificial sugar that's like, because you go in there and they're like, it's 0 calories.
Yeah, right.
And I take one sip and I've got a cavity.
Yeah,
I'm
stevia
like,
is
I
probably in it.
don't know, this can't be 0 calories.
Yeah, and why is it turquoise blue?
yeah, the dyes in it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, there's
But yeah, something about those, they
That's
just
no good, dude.
they don't feel like they're long term going to play out.
no. Dude, I'm telling you, the best thing you can do is just drink black coffee. It's so good for you.
Or just drink water.
Water and black coffee, yeah. But if you're gonna have caffeine, the best way to take caffeine is black coffee. It's got to
Yeah,
be.
it's
Yeah.
got to be. It's not the nutrition, whatever, the Herbalife.
No, that's all shit.
Dude, I can't believe, but there's people drinking 2 of those a day.
Well, that's like people who drink 2 Bang energy drinks a day. I mean, that'll.
I've never drank 2, but I did get hooked there for a while.
Yeah, I've got
I'm
some
a
friends
bit of
that
a
do it.
stem junkie. You
What's
know,
that?
like just like stimulant junkie.
Oh, I see.
Like I like to be awake. You know, I guess is what it is. So
You're an
like,
upper guy.
I'm an upper guy. I don't
That's
like,
horrible to say, but
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm an upper guy. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully, you know, I'll never do like meth or nothing on purpose.
Oh my god.
I'd have to be drugged. Somebody'd have to, you know,
Yeah.
hold a gun to my head and tell me, or you know.
Yeah. It depends on what kind of drunk you are, right? Either.
No,
you're-
I would never do it. Hopefully not. No, I would never. But no, I just like caffeine and stuff like that. I mean,
Yeah.
just because I like to be awake, I like to be present in the moment.
Yeah.
And
gotcha.
you know, I mean, I almost went to med school, and so pretty much doctors are all meth heads in med school.
Really,
That is not even a conspiracy.
just Adderall? Is
Just
that what you're saying?
like anybody going through med school is Adderalled up.
Yeah.
Or they're just like some kind of wicked genius that has serious motives. But yeah, like most of them are just like, it's like, you're going to be a doctor and you know, like you shouldn't be taking other people's pills and, you know,
Yeah.
involved in any of that.
Getting it out
All
now.
of them are just like texting their group chat in the med school group chat, just like, hey, yo, I need some Adderall for this test coming up.
Oh, telling the truth now. Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
he'll
truth
probably
comes
probably
out.
write it for me when I. Yeah, I hope my buddy gets through med school. He's definitely gonna write whatever I want.
Yeah. Oh man, dude. I can't imagine the commitment to med school. I know they end up making a lot of money after, but dude, you spend what 11 years total? Isn't it 4, 4, and 3? Isn't that the path? Undergrad,
Yeah, my
med school,
cousin,
and then the
she's-
residency.
She's just now about to get like I think her like matched with her like real big job, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been probably 12
Man.
years. 12 years.
Props to them. I guess we need them. We need
And a lot of
doctors.
money.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
they got to spend
yeah.
a lot of money to do it. Man, yeah, props to him for sure. It's a lot of hard work. I am very grateful that I didn't do it.
Didn't
I'm
do it,
glad
yeah.
that other things worked out and fell in my lap. I think that's just I just took a leap of faith and God honored it. You know, just with me just like trusting my gut. And
well, you were at the age where you could take a risk. I mean,
totally. And I'm glad I did take a risk because it seems to be going in the right direction. But my God, I cannot imagine that I would still be in school right now.
And I love you, buddy, but I wouldn't trust you as my doctor. I'm just going to tell you right now.
If I was in med school, I also wouldn't be drinking as much, and I would be a totally different guy.
Yeah, you're right.
I would be in a library right now just writing something down for the second time on 70 milligrams.
Yeah, I was about to say, 200 shows a year do something to you.
Yeah, I wouldn't play 200 shows a year. Start a podcast with my buddy where we pound booze. But I will be honest with you, though, I've thought about that. It's funny you said that because I was like shadowing a bunch of orthopedic surgeons, and I thought that's what I wanted to do. And I'm like, if I get behind that knife, I'm going to kill somebody.
Shaky hand, left-handed.
I'm left-handed, a left-handed orthopedic surgeon.
No way.
Oh my God, the survival rate would be like 10% on a surgery that's supposed to be 100% survival.
Whoops.
Head and artery, didn't know what to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it was that shaky left hand. It was that left-handed change-up you threw today.
I can't even hardly use a pair of scissors being left-handed. Scissors don't.
You know
even
they make left-handed scissors.
Yeah, I've got to get some. What?
Yeah.
I mean, what is the difference?
I mean, it's just so think about it. Holding from the left or from the right or from the left. It's the curve of like the openings. You know what I mean?
I guess so. It does make sense. I mean, it does work when I go.
Like if you hold a pair of scissors straight out, they're like curved for the right hand. So they like, it opens and closes right. And you need it for the left.
Yeah, my whole life's just
You can order them on
a shit
Amazon.
show,
Look it
dude.
up.
I mean, being a kid, and you got those little crappy scissors. I've never been good with scissors.
Well, dude, it hurts you that, the American way. I don't know if I'm sure it's the way of the world. You write from left to right. So
my
you're writing
gosh.
across like this.
I always had to have a piece of paper that would like cover my hand because when I would write with pencil,
Oh,
it
you'd
would
smear it? Oh, yeah.
So I'd go into the ACT. They'd be like, "What are you doing with a piece of paper?" I'm like, "I'm about to smear this shit everywhere, and y'all are gonna be able to read my answers."
Left-handed problems.
Yeah, I've got to have this cover paper. I'd have to explain to them, like they're like, "Oh, he's mentally handicapped." And I'm like, "No, it's not that.
I don't need more
I
time.
don't have a writing issue. I don't need more time. I'm gonna make a 20-something, high 20 on this.
Yeah.
My God, let me just have this piece
Yeah,
of paper."
if I could just write. Yeah.
Yeah, they would never get it. But
yeah.
writing was an issue. I needed the spiral on the other side of the binder for sure.
Dude, it's crazy that the ACT is I understand it's a good measuring tool, but it's kind of crazy for people who are really smart but just bad test takers. That determines if they go to college or like what college they can go to.
It's crazy on that side for sure. It's also crazy on the other side that you can be the most book smart
Yeah, or just like the people that just get so lucky, just look best test of their life.
Yeah. Just
or like
luck
they're
in.
just books, like they're just like test smart and they're not practical at anything.
Yeah.
Like they can pass a test.
You see more of that actually than you do just smart people who are bad test
I got a
takers.
36 on my ACT, but and they're living with their parents, not working a job because they don't have any real life practical skills. I think that should be a part of it. Is like, hey, let's sit in a room with this dude and talk to him.
I wouldn't say it's practical
I think
skills. I'd
social
say it's
skills.
social skills, yeah.
Social skills matter way more than an ACT score.
I know a few guys who were high 30s on their ACT, and I'll say it's a mix, like one or two, and the ones that are socially, I guess, normal, and the ones who do have practical skills, they're extremely successful in life. But then the ones who, weren't socially, or I guess they're socially awkward, I don't know what they're doing. You don't even know what they're doing now. It's like, what happened,
Yeah, I feel like the social side of things matters more than
It does.
the brain side.
Well,
of
hands you shake,
How
hands you
many
shake
people
is.
could just go in a room, win it, and next thing you know, they got the deal.
Yeah.
I've never been in sales, but I like to think I could. I don't want to go into sales because I don't want to have to be a liar. I just feel like people in sales, like they're selling you something you don't need, and they're trying to make you feel like you got to have it. And they're usually they're filling you full of shit,
Crooks, yeah.
and they're crooks. But I feel like I could go into sales and I could win a room, but I'd have to be convinced that the product was good.
Yeah. Well, a lot of guys from baseball go into med sales.
Yeah, that's probably, that's not really a crook thing.
I think with med sales, at least from what I've understood from my friends that are in it, you're given a territory and you already know who your clients are, and it's just building a relationship with that client. Doing cold sales is a lot harder than just getting a territory and already having, a set client base that is in that territory that needs the product anyway, like Stryker,
Or I wouldn't want to do like Cutco.
What's that?
This is the people that go door to door and try to sell you those knives for $500.
Oh my gosh!
I got a
dude.
buddy that did it, and he's just saying, he's like, man, I made a kill, and he just go into like these grandmothers' houses and just convince them that they need these $500
See, that's
set
the
of
devil's work. It's horrible.
And they're just like, oh my God, he does cut good. And they had like a few little magic tricks with them that they had, they taught everybody. They go in there and they're like, oh my God, he cut through a block of wood.
Dude, it's like Uncle Rico in Napoleon Dynamite. He's selling everybody that Tupperware, and then he runs it over with his truck, or Kip does.
God, yeah, I don't know. Sales it's kind of fugazi.
I had a group of Jehovah's Witnesses come up to my door about a month ago.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, there were like 8 of them in my driveway, and 2 people came up to my door. They had a little baby, and I'm like, hey, I appreciate y'all reaching out and coming to my door. I was like, but y'all need to be careful around here. Like, you go to the wrong person's door with 8 people, somebody might come. Somebody's coming with a shotgun soon. You're playing Russian roulette here in Alabama. I'm telling you.
Wearing pants.
I mean, it wasn't what you're.
They wear pants. In the heat.
Well, no, it wasn't a bunch of white guys. It was just like it was crazy. I was like,
they did, dude. I'm not even saying this like trying to like. I saw a TikTok the other day that they believe like black people can't go to heaven.
No.
Jehovah's Witness.
No. Yeah.
Why?
There's a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses that are black.
Yeah, my mom's dad.
Seriously? Or am I thinking of Mormon?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. I've never heard that about.
Oh,
Mormon
maybe
people.
it's the Latter-day Saints actually.
Maybe. I'm not
believe
sure.
that black people can't go to heaven.
I'm not sure. My mom's dad is a Jehovah's
We'll
Witness.
have to look into that.
Yeah.
And he's black.
What? My mom's dad? No. My mom's dad is a
He could have
Jehovah's
been
Witness.
stepdad.
No. He's my grandfather. But that's I'm not going to get into religion, but that's a crazy religion. It's wild.
I don't know anything about the Jehovah's Witness. I don't like they believe in God, I'm assuming.
The biggest thing is, they don't celebrate holidays, and if you're not in their religion, they don't associate with you, even if you're family. And then also, they follow what's called the Watchtower, and it's a group of people that speak with God.
Like tongues.
No. Like these people, like talk to God,
they're
and
the only ones.
and they relay the information to the church. That, from what I understand, which is just absurd to me. So.
I mean, there could be all kind of like manipulation going on.
That's like the old Joseph Smith deal. There's a big, I'm pretty sure that guy was just high on mushrooms out there in the woods and saw a bunch of shit and then wrote a religion.
He just gets out there and he's like, dude, how do I get more ass? Oh, I'm going to start a religion where I can marry more than one girl.
Bang.
And I'm the king of the religion and they all got to marry me. And they live in different houses and I could just go to different ones every night. What a genius Joseph Smith was,
Dude, he's a smart guy. He led millions.
My God. He's still, like his bloodline's still getting to pimp out like 30 girls at a time.
It probably is, yeah.
And
Yeah.
how do they get along, the wives?
I don't know. I think it's just traditional Mormons do that now. I think it's kind of, they're phasing out the poly.
Oh,
deal.
if they get, if I'm a Mormon and they get rid of polygamy, I'm done.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that the polygamists, they got to like hide in the mountains and stuff.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
not
think
allowed
normal.
anymore. Yeah, it's not.
I'm sure once they started getting rid of it, everybody's like, all right, well, this ain't what it's cracked up to be.
They can't even have caffeine. They can't have any state altering drug. They can't have caffeine, nicotine. They can't have anything.
Really?
Yeah.
So no drinking.
Oh, absolutely no drinking, no drugs, nothing that alters your state of mind. They can't have it.
They probably live good lives then.
They do. I'm sure.
Did y'all ever hear about that reality show that was popular that was about the Mormon people?
Oh,
Yeah.
It went up in flames because they supposedly had like a big orgy or something.
Oh my God. Well, they soak. They don't have sex. They
I've
just
heard
stick
about
it in and hold it.
They because the kids can't have sex till they're married.
Yeah, not until no.
But
Yes, but the way they get around it is by soaking.
yeah, so they literally they'll lay on the bed at the Mormon schools and stuff, and they'll lay on the bed and they'll soak or whatever and they'll get their
like
buddies,
BYU.
their friends, to jump on the bed
To move
so
it
it'll
around.
accidentally kind of
No way. Where did you hear that?
TikTok. It's
That's
probably not
awesome,
real.
bro.
No, I think that
That's
is real.
hilarious. You got your buddy underneath just kicking his legs like this, moving everybody.
Keep going.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that's weirder than just like
Dude, just do it.
right.
Do
That's the whole
it
thing.
and repent, or I don't know, can they repent?
hell if I know.
I don't know much about their actual faith and stuff.
I mean, dude,
Oh,
just
yeah.
do it. Like, I think that's worse because you're trying to like get around God there.
That's what I think.
Hey, bro, you mind coming over again tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you better be wearing those AirPods, dude.
Sister Jessica's coming over again, and I'm trying.
Yeah, put your AirPods in and wear those Air Maxes, dude.
You make him wear the same shoes from last night. Yeah, I don't know, dude. When you wore your boots, it just wasn't the same.
No, man, but dude, those damn Air Maxes, dude. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, when you wore those Ariats, I just could not keep an erection. I don't know. That is hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Mormon though. I think
don't
it's cool.
either. I don't either. We're talking out of our ass. So
it's
if you heard
cool.
it out there, we're just joking.
Yeah,
I mean,
my dad
yeah.
voted for Mitt Romney.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're a friend of the Mormon Church now. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I don't got anything against them, I guess. I mean, besides all the weird stuff, but they don't let that happen anymore, I guess. Like the dude that got arrested getting into polygamy and like underage girls and stuff.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
weird.
shit, yeah, that's crazy.
Okay, yeah, that's insane.
That's line's been drawn there.
Dude, what is it with the human race and just most of the population that they just got to cross the line every single time?
It's like they can't get enough of the whatever their thing is. You know what I mean? And they have to go.
I feel
far.
that in life sometimes where I'm like, like you do something and you get jaded on it, but I'm never going to like cross the line of like,
No.
I don't ever
Dude.
think to though. Like
Yeah.
I would never think to do that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
so what
That's
makes
normal
you,
people
what makes
don't-
you think?
Well, see, what I think is, and like this is like talking about Hollywood and like the elites and like all that is like, dude, they have everything in the world they want. So now they want something that they know they can't or shouldn't have. It's something they know is wrong and bad, but it's also on their wild side and it's something they just want to do. Like that's what I think, because it's weird, man.
I see what you're saying. It's like the one thing they're probably the most evil thing they could do, and
Yeah.
the one thing they're not supposed to do, and they can have the whole world.
They
They
can
have
have the
every
world.
dollar.
Yep.
They have the
Yep.
power of
Yeah.
influence. But it doesn't stop
Oh
with
my
Diddy.
gosh, the 50 Cent. Did y'all see that? They brought 50 in the courtroom.
Oh,
And 50's like evidently been recording Diddy counter espionage, like on some gangster shit. Like, I know you're trying to get this on me, but guess what?
Bro,
I'm
no
recording
way.
you for 10 years too.
Is this recent?
Yeah. Evidently Diddy stood up and passed out twice or fake passed out.
so
like,
he knows 50's got some
Oh yeah,
shit
he
on
like
him.
started
Yeah.
freaking out like
Dude.
because it's not.
That's like a
on me,
girl
but,
response. Like, oh.
I was just like, oh, dude, 50 Cent is a gangster, bro.
Dude, that's awesome, bro. I hope they put Diddy under the jail.
I mean, what's the end all of this? What's the best case scenario?
Well, no matter what, he's a woman beater. Like there's a video
Yeah,
of
like
him.
I think the best case
Yeah.
scenario is that this leads to all the other evil people because it's not just Diddy.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, take care of him, but I mean,
Yeah.
use him since he has so much information. Like, there's more evil people out there. It's not just him.
Yeah. Well, dude, did you listen to the Rogan podcast with Kash Patel, our FBI director?
Oh yeah, I think so.
He told everything he could about Epstein. He says Epstein did actually commit suicide, that he
all
wasn't
that's what
killed.
they say.
Yeah. He said he's seen all the footage from the jail. He's like, he did it. And like that.
I would have too if I was him because he has some dirt on him.
He had dirt on a lot of people that were probably going to kill him anyway. They were about to put him in the gin pop, I guess.
Oh.
And he was going to get just torn to pieces in there, dude.
Literally, they would have
Yeah, they were going to make
From
him.
the backbone.
He was going to pay for those sins.
from the backbone.
From the
Shout out
back,
to the
yeah.
coffee company.
Yeah. Oh.
I couldn't help. I was looking at it right there.
Oh yeah. I like the hat. The backbone hat's sweet.
Yeah, it is sick.
Yeah.
I like that it's like a coffee for like the hardworking man.
Yeah. And the hardworking man's backed by a cup of coffee now.
That's sick, dude.
Little did they know when they reached out to sponsors, I'm a coffee connoisseur. I mean, I drink 3 or 4 cups every day. It drives my life for sure.
I like theirs. I think it's good.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I think
yeah.
it's a good coffee.
I love grinding my own coffee beans. That's the way to do it.
And I like my coffee like I like my women.
What's that? Strong?
On the table.
On the table. Oh, that's funny.
That's the only way I'm going with that.
That's funny.
Yeah, I came up with it, I think.
I didn't know. Dude, there were about 100 things you could have said right there. I didn't know what was about to come out of your
Should've let
mouth.
the pause go a little longer.
Oh, that's
What else
funny.
are we going to talk about? Oh, yeah, things they should ban, dude.
I've got one. You can go ahead, though. I know you got a good one.
Cars that look like cop cars. I can't stand
Yeah.
it, dude. It just pisses me off. Like, they should be just cars that are cop cars.
Yeah.
And then only car, then
Like
you
a
have
completely
the
different make and
general
model.
public
Yeah.
car.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be able to drive the same cars because then you'll see. And who would buy the same one that the cops are driving?
It's a good
Like,
question.
buy any other car except the police ones.
Yeah. Hit the oh shit button every time I see a gray Charger, a dark gray Charger, or a dark Tahoe. You know
Or
what
a
I mean?
Ford Explorer.
Yeah.
Or those like mini SUV ones.
Yep.
Every time I see one of those, I just slam on the brakes and it's just some grandma driving.
Yeah.
Like, damn it, dude.
Throw everybody's stuff in the floor on accident in the car.
They don't realize driving those cars that look like cop cars that how many people like risk their lives slamming on brakes, almost wrecking.
Shouldn't be speeding, I guess.
For public safety, I'm going to say that that's something we should ban is cars that look like cop cars.
Yeah.
They auction them off.
Yeah, they do.
So there was like a time I remember when they were still driving the Lincoln Town cars where it's just like you could be kind of cruising, hit the brakes, thinking that it's a cop and roll up, and it's just
somebody that bought that black Lincoln Town car with the white doors.
Right, it's the trapper just in there.
It's the trapper
like,
blaring. You a 5-star chick. You a 5-star chick. What's that old Yo Gotti song? That used to be so fire. Oh, while I'm standing in the kitchen, over the stove I'm water whipping, mixing soda with the Yoda. But I can't show them how to piss them over. La, da, 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 da. I can't believe that whole thing
That's
stuck
pretty
with
good,
it.
yeah.
I should cover that one in my
melody's
next show.
great.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, you should cover that in my
mix
next
it,
show,
or-
yeah.
cover it or mix it with something. You can do a good job of that.
That's a banger melody they came up with.
Yeah, it's a slamming hook.
Yeah.
What's your thing they should ban?
Oh, man, driving slow in the left lane, which is already banned, but it's just...
Oh, dude, they definitely got to, dude.
Yeah,
Because
I wish they would ticket it more. Like, I wish if if they see it, just let's. No, actually, here's my thing. Everyone that and sorry if you're a very put together 65-year-old citizen, but they need to ban. Let me phrase this correctly because this can sound horrible. When a senior citizen turns 65 years old, they need to be tested for their driver's license again. Dude, we live in an old community here in Florence, and oh my gosh, bro, the people that drive, the most dangerous driver is the 68-year-old woman who is going 30 under in a 65. And that's the biggest issue that I have.
I agree. They should be tested like regularly, like every 5 years.
Oh, yeah.
Because like once you get to about like 70, my mom had a friend that was like, I think she passed now too, which is sad. But like she got Alzheimer's at like 35. Mm-hmm. You think they're just like hitting her up, like taking her driver's license? Maybe the doctor would actually.
Yeah. You
Okay, so
can't
that's
drive.
where it should come from. Is the doctor should lock in and be like, call the State Department, and be like, or just like send a thing. It's like, hey, no more driving.
No, I just think everyone at 65 should be tested. My grandmother had a wreck a few years ago. I think she was 75 at the time, and she was still driving. She just fell asleep at the wheel and drove into the median.
So
I was like, oh my gosh.
we need to retest them every 5 years, and then probably like women, we'll test them every 4 years.
Yeah, we'll test
Women need to be tested every year.
Yeah, elderly women will be tested yearly. The men are good. 5 years at 5 years at a time.
Shit.
That's part of it.
I think we're closer to them like having some kind of crazy system that sees all the cameras and just keeps your driving record. Like you don't even know it's happening. They're just keeping up with, you did something crazy here.
Like the Eagle Eye. You remember that movie?
Yeah.
The Eagle Eye, it's like that system that's like controls all the like traffic lights and it keeps all the information. I mean, that's going to be some kind of AI system. Because
it's
at
coming.
some point, all this technology is going to be able to like integrate and like the information transfer into like a motherboard.
Yep.
And then we're cooked, boys.
We're a year or
think
two
that-
away from having a camera on every street corner in the world where you can't do anything without being seen.
God, dude, that's brutal. It's scary, but it's true.
Makes
probably
you wanna
need
buy
it, though.
a lot of land too, though, don't they?
Yeah, buy your own
But
land.
satellite.
Yeah.
Why are they going to waste hard drive space recording thousands of
you're right.
terabytes on you just sitting out in your backyard having a beer?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Well,
I don't know.
I'm joking. Yeah, they can see some funny shit when we're out there drunk. You should have seen us in that relay race.
I think
the
they'll
other
be
night.
using all their hard drive space on us. Yeah. Just like, look at these guys.
If they saw the beer Olympics that we did here a few weeks ago, they would have saved the whole thing.
That was the funniest thing was doing dizzy bat, and everybody would just come out crooked and fall down.
Oh yeah, it could have been on ESPN. Dude.
We had a girl leave because she got injured.
She did.
She got too dizzy and fell down and rolled her ankle.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But you got to tough that out.
Yeah, that's part of it.
You can't quit mid-Olympic.
No, I mean it wasn't an ACL.
Yeah, what would an Olympian do?
Keep running.
Yeah, for sure. Not that. Even though it's just beer Olympics and you just win a fifth of whiskey for your
I mean,
trophy.
Cam and I ran into each other. Cam was a middle linebacker in college, and I weighed 250 pounds, and we had a Ray Lewis collision over the middle out there playing dizzy bat.
That is a fun thing, dude. Next time we do the beer Olympics, we need to get somebody to come video it.
Yeah, we
Just
will.
so we can like
will.
have all those memories. And
Yeah.
partially just because some of those memories get lost just because of drinking.
Dude, that was a fun night though. That was awesome.
Fun night.
We were all beer drunk, though. That was what I was going to ask you about is what's your favorite kind of drunk? Is it whiskey drunk, wine drunk, beer drunk, day drunk?
I think it rotates, but it's like probably whiskey drunk.
Yeah?
I think my favorite drunk's a whiskey drunk. A beer drunk gets a little, like, I've got to have some waters in there because, like, I piss so much that I'm going to be, like, dehydrated. And, like, that mental fog from the beer drunk is weird. Yeah. The whiskey drunk, while I like it, is it comes home pretty quick and it's.
Oh, I bet.
It's a pretty good, yeah, especially when you just drink it straight. I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, when I drink bourbon, it's definitely the dome quick.
What's your favorite drink?
I mean, biasly, I'll say beer. I mean, we just drink a lot of beer, but.
I like a vodka drunk, too. But, I mean, one thing I'm not going to drink is gin. So, I think, probably I don't like a beer high noon drunk that much just because I'm so groggy.
The high noon, the high noons kill me.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to say, whiskey or vodka for sure. And I rotate between the two. I'll go on a whiskey kick, and then my face starts getting a little red, and I'll go back to, like, a vodka kick.
This is going to sound really bad, but I just drink so fast. I'm so used to just drinking fast. And when I drink liquor, I can't really control it that well like I can beer.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because you can drink, like, a lot of beers, but, like, if you drink, like, a lot of whiskeys, you're in trouble.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's probably a thing with me too, but I'll sip on it,
Yeah, that's why I like bourbon straight, neat, because you can't chug neat bourbon, so you do have to just kind of sip it, that's nice and it's relaxing.
That's a grown man way of drinking.
Yep.
So what's your worst then?
Wine or no, wine drunk's giggly and fun. I'm gonna go with vodka for sure. I get red in the face and my face kind of swells up when I drink vodka.
That's what mine does with whiskey.
Oh, really?
I don't like wine drunks. I don't like that fluffiness, and that's the worst hangover is a wine hangover.
It's tough.
Yeah. I was talking to a guy, and he was talking about, like, the worst type of drunks other than yourself is, like, so you're not talking about, like, your own personal drunk stories. It's like the people that drink beer are the ones that you got to watch out for when they're drunks. And I really do believe what he's saying is because these are alcoholics that drink every day.
Yeah.
It's because the beer drunks can keep drinking because it doesn't get you so drunk. So then they're drunk for like a 16-hour period, and that's when they're manic and doing crazy things. And he's like, the liquor drunks, they act an ass for about 10, 15 minutes, and then they clonk out.
They're out. I see.
They're out for hours. So they don't really have time to get to the stupid period.
Yeah.
But the beer drunks, they're just like drunk all day.
Yep.
So they're the ones doing some stupid stuff. And I can attest to that, having alcoholics in my family. They do the same thing.
That was me on your bachelor trip.
Yes. Yeah.
I was yelling Leonard F. and Skinner all night.
If only you'd have been on the liquor, it would have put you down at some point. Instead, you could somehow keep going.
Yeah.
Oh, but no, that's like that with my, definitely like seeing like family and people that I know that are alcoholics. It's like the beer ones are the ones that just, you can't, it's brutal.
Yeah.
A little rum, day drinking on the Caribbean, that might be a certain type of.
Oof.
Rum
We did that in the Caribbean.
Yeah, we did.
I had some rum in the Caribbean. That was cool. They made us, and we drank it out of a coconut.
Yeah, we did. We stopped on an island and they picked them and cut them.
It would have been cool if we would have kept drinking out of the coconut, but we had one rum drink and then everybody went back to what they were drinking. So now I've got like beer, rum, and whiskey in my belly, and I'm just like, bah, bah, bah.
Oh, dude, that's actually a funny story. We were on that boat out there. They were serving beer in those little bitty like mouthwash cups. So they thought I was just they thought I was John Daly there, dude. I had to get one. I would take one sip and the whole cup would be gone. And the guy's like, again?
I bet you had 40 Presidentes.
Dude, easily. Which equated to about 88 cups. They were this big.
It's so funny because Hunter would go up there and he'd be like, 2 Presidentes. So because they give him 2 at a time. He'd get 2 Presidentes and he'd just damn near just get back in line.
Give me some more. Yeah,
and just get back in line, get back up there at 2 Presidentes. He spent the whole trip in line for Presidentes.
Dude, the bartender was hallucinating because he kept seeing me. He couldn't believe it.
Those little Dixie cups of Presidentes.
Oh my gosh, dude.
And dude, the liquor there was terrible.
Yeah. That was a fun trip, though, man. That was
a
awesome.
fun trip. I'm looking forward to my wedding at the Bahamas. I think that's going to be cool.
It's going to be a blast.
If it's, as long as it's like the same thing, like you can get the drinks.
Yeah, it will. Yeah, it will.
Yeah, it really just matters. You know, you got like a few good friends there, and then the vibes are cool.
The people, that's it.
But like this one's going to be cool because we can like leave the resort.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
I think so.
I've never been to the Bahamas.
I'm pretty sure like the Atlantis is like right there.
Okay, cool.
Nassau? Is that how you say it?
Nassau.
NASA? NASA?
Not NASA.
NASCAR? What is it?
Nassau? I cannot do the Caribbean accent.
What do Bahamian people look like? Or the Bahamanian, or what are they? What are Bahamas? Bahamas?
It's not Bohemian.
I would like to think that everybody looks like Rihanna, but I know that's not the truth.
No, well, it's like Haiti and Dominican are way different than Jamaican and than Puerto Rican.
Just like African descent?
Yeah. Well, I don't know about the Bahamas. I've never been there.
What's the history of this?
I don't know. I bet we can find out. No, you want to look?
Yeah. What's the history of like?
Hey, I do know. I did watch
sugarcane plantations.
Oh,
Okay.
it's for slavery.
But I'll look it up. Yeah.
I did watch Narcos. Have you seen that show? Escobar used to have a stopping point there when they would traffic drugs to the United States.
Really?
Yeah, he owned a bunch of
stay the
land
night
there.
there or something.
No. Well, he wouldn't go, but I think he had land there that he had like a vacation house, but they had like a stopping point there because they couldn't fly all the way in those little hopper planes from.
So they fly under
Yeah,
the radar?
Well, there wasn't really satellite back then, but from Colombia to America, they would have a stopping point in the Caribbean, and it was on the Bahamas.
That's sick, dude.
It's not sick. I think
it's cool.
I used to think
Trafficking drug. Well, no, it's not.
Look,
cool,
I used to think
cocaine maybe, but not fentanyl.
I used to think that the whole cartel thing and Escobar, like badass, all this. But he killed 500 cops a year. He probably killed 10,000 cops over his career, and then he would kill them just because they wouldn't help him out. He bombed a plane. He took a plane down. I'm done with Escobar thinking he's cool. He ain't cool. He's a murderer.
That's hard to bomb something that's not on the ground, too.
He blew up a plane because he thought the presidential candidate that was running for office that was for extradition, which means that they could send him to the United States if they called him. This presidential candidate was for extradition. He thought this candidate was going to be on that plane, and he put one of his men on the plane and then blew it up with a bomb. Yeah.
So this is predominantly African descent, with 85% of the population identifying as black. However, the indigenous people from there, the Lusayans, were completely wiped out when
Columbus came over.
Yeah.
Indigenous being like Native Americans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Born there, I guess, or from there. Yeah. Yeah. So, Columbus landed in the Caribbean. I don't know which island it was.
Just killed everybody?
Well, he started from there. Yeah.
Did they kill? I thought Columbus.
In general, yeah. Just the Spanish.
Yeah. Oh, was it the Spanish? Okay.
Damn. So Columbus was kind of like a white. He was like a white Genghis Khan.
They just came and conquered. Like everybody conquered and stole other lands, and that was the big conquest in 500, 800 years ago. That's just how it was.
What about Pocahontas?
Well,
they let her live.
That's a whole different. That's in America.
Area.
Yeah, that was a few hundred years later when they were.
What's up with that? How does she get to live?
Yeah.
How does Pocahontas
she putting it on John Smith, dog?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
You saying she's fake, or you're saying that? I see.
I'm saying she might be a little fake, like a little two-timer. She must have slept her way into sticking around.
Oh my God!
Right?
Hell, I don't know.
I mean, she eventually died in Europe because she went back to England.
Oh wow.
John Smith?
Yeah. Well,
Who
she
is
didn't
that?
marry him like she wanted to, and then she ended up marrying a different guy.
See? If we're hearing about, if you hear about 2, that means there's 6.
You're right.
You got to put that multiplier on it. If you know there's 2 guys in the equation, there's 6 probably she's sleeping around
All right,
with.
so podcast notes, Pocahontas is a whore. that's what we're getting to.
Well, Pocahontas was a whore. God.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Get your name down in history right there.
Yeah.
Son.
Oh, what a legend she was.
Golly, must be. We'll get off of that, or somebody did.
Dude,
got off of that.
Speaking of the legendary deal, is the fact that like we bought half of the United States from other countries for dirt cheap, dude. Bought Alaska for next to nothing. Bought Louisiana Purchase was next to nothing. The Mountain West next to nothing. Like, dude,
that is incredible. What's next? Greenland, isn't that right?
I don't think we're gonna do that. Yeah, I think that was just kind of like a. Now it would be a great military spot if we owned Greenland. I mean, because of the proximity to Europe and Russia, it'd probably be a great middle spot. But I don't think we're gonna take it.
What? Like it's like nobody takes land anymore. It's kind of boring.
You can't.
You know, like used to like Like, think about Rome, how big the Roman Empire was, all the land they conquered.
Well, back then,
that's what some of the people are fighting about in the Middle East right now.
Yeah.
Who's going to get it?
Back then, the Roman Empire could because they were the biggest and the baddest. Now, you piss off the wrong country that has nuclear power, or nuclear weapons. You're in a war, and all of a sudden, there's so many allies now that you can't take people's land.
Nukes kind of run everything, or maybe they're good because nobody really sees. They're probably not going to do it, but it keeps people from.
It's like, oh, they might.
They might be.
Dude, that drone warfare is crazy, man. That is so scary.
Imagine laying there in your head and you're. And it gets close.
If you move a muscle, it's right into you.
Have you seen that video of that guy that's under the drone and it drops a grenade and he just grabs it and throws it and it blows up? He never even hardly flinches. He's a Russian. And he just grabs it, throws it, just continues to lay there and look at it and just tap his foot.
Dude, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that is insane. That's almost cheating.
Think about how stupid they were back in the day. They would just line up in a row and everybody would draw their guns. And just be like, all right, boys. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Whoa. Everybody would just shoot at each other and who can reload the fastest.
He was the greatest general of all time. All right, get up there and run and stab. Somebody eventually was just like, all right, hey, this sounds crazy. This sounds crazy, but we're going to go around them and come from the back. Everybody's like, you can't do that. You can't do that. And they're like, wait a second, this dude's a genius.
Yeah.
And all the indigenous people here, they were like, they're hiding in the trees.
Yeah. Dude, could you imagine getting shot with a poison arrow whenever they were taking the land here? Holy, that would suck.
Just being in that time where if you were a part of the American conquest, just rolling up on some of those Sioux, they were just like cutting people's scalps off. They're in a loincloth, riding bareback on a horse. That's some scary shit.
There is no
blood on their face.
Way. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
letting them
have
eat
it.
you after.
I'm letting them have that land.
Yeah.
Did they really eat humans?
I don't think so. No, I'm joking.
Cannibalism?
Yeah. That's a whole other deal.
And a lot of the islands and stuff, I feel like, is what you hear about it.
I'm not advocating for cannibalism at all, but I mean, a human might be a little safer than eating some of these pigs that are like they fatten up and they're shot with hormones. And
No,
I think there's a compound that it's the same thing when the monkeys eat each other.
Yeah,
like there's some kind of protein that gets in their brain that like makes them go crazy.
Yeah, it messes you up. You can't eat your own kind.
I'm just saying, I don't know. I see some people walking around might make better bacon than some of those pigs. I'm just kidding. I would never. Why am I talking about cannibalism sober?
Yeah. We're not high either, I promise.
I'm just stone cold sober, just openly talking about cannibalism.
Yeah.
I feel like commercials just suck now. Do you remember when commercials were funny?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I remember Super Bowls, all the stuff,
Well, dude, the biggest difference in now and then is that companies are so afraid to offend people now. America's gone soft with that, with marketing. You can't be edgy and funny anymore because there's going to be some radical group that you can.
It's coming around.
It's coming back. Yeah. Remember that era from 2000 to 2010, there were great commercials that were funny. They were edgy. You know, you had the hot blonde drinking the beer, the Bud Light, or bringing it to her husband, whatever. And now they're too afraid to piss off the wrong 1%.
I'm 7 years old, and I don't know what this feeling is, but I feel something from this Bud Light sign. Or you would go to a Mexican restaurant and sneak into the bar to go to the restroom as a kid and see all the signs. There's
Rancho back there or at Casa.
That's exactly what I'm thinking about is Rancho. My God, I could kill some Mexican right now.
I could too. Dude, Mexican food. I could eat Mexican food anytime.
I have it about 4 or 5 times a week.
Do you really? Well, let's win $300,000. How about that? Before we end, I guess this is our last segment. Backbone, thank you again so much. Coffee's great.
Cheers.
Yep, cheers.
I'm about out.
I've finished mine an hour ago. That's so good. 3-way split here, right, guys?
Yeah, we'll do that this time.
This time. Like we haven't been. I'm off to a bad start, as always. Dude, you've won twice in a row. I've lost twice in a row.
7 losers.
I'm about to lose again. That's the ugliest card ever. Come on. Show me something.
Dude, there's no way the last one's a winner, is it?
Could be. We suck again.
Why do we keep wasting our money?
I don't know. It's fun.
Surely we'll hit one at some point.
I mean, surely what have we played? I think the most we've won on one is $20.
We're definitely in the neg on all of them. We need to keep a running total.
Yeah, we will. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too. That was a good one.
Yeah, bad
Nice
dog.
sober pod.
Rough.
not every time we go sober pod, but a little
Yeah.
cheers to the coffee pot.
That's right.
Bad dog, woof, woof.
Woof, woof.
We appreciate y'all watching Bad Dog Podcast. If you like the video, make sure you click on the bottom, subscribe, like all the videos, comment. We'll interact with y'all's comments. We appreciate everybody that's giving us the time of day. Until then, be a bad dog. Woo woo.